Hi, so in this session we'll discuss custom functions. One of the advantages of VBA is that you can create your own functions using macros and then call those functions in Excel and use them just like you use normal functions in an Excel file. So let's say I want to calculate the area of a circle and Excel does not have any function which will give me an area of a circle. Now, area of a circle is pi r square, where pi has a value of 3.14 and r is the radius of the circle. So now all we need to do is we need to go to our program editor and we need to click on a module. Now, in the program editor, then we need to write a function. Now, how a function is declared is it starts with function and it ends with end function. Followed by function, we give the function name. Now the functions will have some arguments which will be declared in the brackets. So over here we just got one argument which is radius, and double is one of the data types which, if you may recall, we've gone through earlier. So now in this particular line, all you're doing is you are showing how to perform the calculation. So you will be passing for this particular function or formula area, you will be passing radius. But how will Excel use this particular radius to calculate area? So over here you're passing that formula. So radius, as you know, is pi r square. So pi has the value of 3.14 and then r squared. So basically radius into radius. So this is 3.14 into radius, and then we are ending the function. So we've written the function syntax over here. So now let's go back to our Excel. Go to formulas. In formulas, let's look at user defined formulas. So in the user defined, you can see you've got your formula area written over here. I'll click on cancel. Now I will call this particular formula just like I call other formulas using an equal to, then the formula name, bracket open, and the only argument which I'm going to pass is radius. So I've got the radius, I'll close the bracket, I've got value of 78.5. Similarly, I can copy this and then I can use it to calculate area for a circle having radius 10, 20, and then 50. Now we'll take another example. So we'll go back to our developer, Visual Basic. So I've created this particular function over here, new SP. So what I'm doing is I've got an old selling price, I've got some percent, and I want to calculate the new selling price when there's been a discount given on the old selling price. So for example, if the old selling price was 100 and the discount which has been offered is 25%, so now the new selling price will be 75. So over here, I've got two parameters or two arguments. One is the old selling price and the other one is the percent discount which I'm getting. So I've created this particular function. I'll go back to my Excel. I'll click on formulas, recently used, insert function. Let's see if I've got my new SP over here. So yes, my new SP is appearing over here, and over here also it's showing that it has two particular arguments, old selling price and percentage. So all I need to do is I need to call this function and then I need to pass on these two parameters. I can then copy and paste. So over here, as you can see, if a particular item is of say $50 and you are offering a discount of 20%, then that item will cost now $40. Similarly, if an item has a cost of $100, you are offering a 30% discount, the new selling price would be $70. So this is how you can create your own custom functions or formulas in Excel. Now, before we move on to the next session, I'll have some exercises for you to do on this. If you have any queries, then do let me know. Thanks.